Up to this fight, sir, how's everything been going, man? What do you have to say, you know, to the as the fight is on the eve of your son stepping in there once again?
All I gotta say, man, you just gotta tune in to ESPN Plus on Saturday night. You guys gonna see the real deal, the real boy, the real deal. You know, I've been saying this for the past 2 years. You know, my son's gonna take over the boxing world. This, you know, this is us. And it's there for the taking, you know. We're there for the taking, and you heard me in the press conference.
Yeah.
I told Mike Delano, you scared. He's scared. He's scared. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna last more than one round. You know, I see it already. You know, and we're coming. And I told my son, as soon as you heard him, you got to take him out. That's what it's all about. You know.
Success has been evident for y'all. Y'all have been putting the division on notice. Real talk. Outside of you advocating for your son, I asked him, he really didn't speak too much on it, but is the talk between Devin Haney and him, you know, the sparring back and forth hoopla, is that taken care of since they kind of talked about it at the MGM in Las Vegas?
Listen, my son is not a street kid, you know what I'm saying? I took care of my son since he was born. He's not a street kid, he's never had any friends or whatever it is. The nice part of him, everybody looks at it like weakness, but when he goes in there, he's a monster in the ring. You know what I'm saying? We did what we did to Haney, and everybody knows what I did to Haney. And how come they don't got no tape on it? You know why they don't got no tape? Because I told them, let's get some tape on it, and they said no. And Devin Haney's father and Devin Haney always tape their freaking sparring matches. How come they don't pull out that sparring match? Because they know what we did to them. You know what I'm saying? And why would I lie when you people could see it on your own, the power that my son has?
Is there any way you can elaborate that, Mr. Lopez? Like, what exactly happened? Or are you going to stick to the code and not talk about it? Because I think it's been spoken on before. You know, it's public record. What exactly happened, if you don't mind talking about it?
What's going to happen is we're going to go look at the people that got the belts. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get them belts. And if Devin Haney moves up in the ranks, then we'll face him. But right now, that fight, Top Rank's not gonna make that fight because he don't got nothing that we want.
Yeah.
You understand? So we're going for the big boys. You know, we're going for the Lomachenko guys. We're going for the Pedrasas. You know, those are the people that we want to fight. You understand? We want to get to the high level. Why would we want to fight Devin Haney? And everybody says, oh, because you guys are scared of him. We ain't scared of nobody, man. We looking for the belts. You know, if you're in this business, what you do? You look for the belts.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, if you have a belt that we want, then we come and get you. You know what I'm saying? Let Devin Haney get his belts. Let Devin Haney get to the top, and then we can face him. Right now, who's on top? My son. He won every award possible last year as Prospect of the Year. You know. Devin Haney won Prospect of the Year, #7 on ESPN. Come on, man. My son won #1. So why we gonna go back and look at this kid for? You know what I'm saying? Let him get his stripes. Once he gets his stripes, then we go get him. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, we're looking for a Pedrasa. We're looking for a Lomachenko. That's the fights we want right now.
The fight fans was just curious. Like, did someone, you know, I heard that in that particular sparring bout, someone didn't make it out a particular round. How many rounds did they go in that particular
This is
sparring?
what happened. Nobody knocked nobody out. We was going to do 6 rounds. It went 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Okay? Devin Haney was buckling, going back to the corner, all buzzed up because my son beat him up in the 5th round. I said, let's go. We was ready for the 6th round, and so I said, no more. That's all. You know, that's what happened. I mean, that's reality, man. And I got a couple of people that can back me up on that story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And why would we lie for, man? You know?
Yeah.
But that was a year ago. You know, my son has improved like a million times more right now. You know what I'm saying? The power my son got right now, you can't compare it to a year ago. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why I tell these cats, you know, they told me, yo, stop talking about my son. I stopped talking about him. And they came out and they did about like 10 videos of my son. You know, because my son won everything from 2018, so they want to come and talk about my son now. You know, I don't want to talk about this kid, man. He's not important. I want the big boys. I want the Lomachenko's. That's what I want. You know, I don't want to talk about this kid. Every time I do an interview, everybody's asking me about Devin Haney. Who cares about that kid, man? That kid ain't doing nothing, man. He fought 19 fights in fucking Mexico. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, Mr. Lopez, let's change it up a little bit. You know, you're right about that. Let's change it up to the point where Jorge Linares, when he sat down Lomachenko, he turned the corner and hit him with the straight right. Your son is much more agile than a Jorge Linares if he was to face Lomachenko. What do you think his strong suit would be if he does get that fight? Do you think he's able
to... Lomachenko 3-4 rounds.
Okay.
I don't give him 3-4 rounds because one thing about my son, he's accurate. He don't miss. You can go back on tape. You can look at all his fights.
Strong fighter.
Everything that he throws hits. It connects. You know, he's one of the most accurate fighters out there right now. And, I mean, you just got to go back on tape and look at it. And now he's even stronger. So, you know, so now he's bodying people.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Lomachenko got no chance with us, you know. He knows it, too. You know, that fight when he fought Pedraza, he saw my son's knockout. I went up to him and I told him 2 days before. I said, listen, we're going to come and steal the show, and then I'm going to come and knock your head off. And he saw that. He saw that because you know, you're in the back where you can see the TV.
Yeah.
When he saw that knockout and he saw that I told him that I was going to steal the show like I did with Rivas, like about a couple months before when we stole the show with Rivas with that left hook that my son gave him. So he was like, no, this is not going to happen. So I think I really got inside his head, and that's why he was fighting desperate to knock Pedraza out, and that's the way he looked. You know what I'm saying? When you see a knockout like that, just let it go. You got to just let it go because you can't get a knockout like that, man. That was like knockout of the year, you know?
Well, we'll definitely look forward to it, man. A lot of people are trying to call for that fight. Like you said, Mr. Lopez, it's going to be a hard fight to make. You know what I'm saying? Because Lomachenko is pretty much protected.
It's not because...
you think it'll go down this year?
Company. We're in the same company. I mean, Bob Arum was already talking about it.
Yeah.
You know.
We're looking at 2020, something like that?
Yeah. If it's not going to be in December, it's going to be in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
You know, but that fight got to happen.
Yeah.
Because we want the best 135-pounder out there. We want the best. And I'm not gonna you know, stay at 135 for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? We got to move on. And my son's been at 135 for like about 5 years. You know, he fought at 132 in the Olympics, and that was like 3 years ago. So we gotta move up to 140 and take over the 140 weight division. So, you know, I told Top Rank, I'm giving you guys 1 year. You know, Top Rank needs a $50 million fighter. They don't need a $2 million fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think we got it, you know. When I was at the Hula Theater in the Madison Square Garden, we had that place was packed, waiting for my son. Everybody was standing up, waiting for my son to come in. You know what I'm saying? So we already got the leverage. Everybody want to see excitement. Everybody want to see a knockout artist, a Floyd Mayweather and a Mike Tyson put together. You know, that's what we bring to the table. That's what we're doing.
Dude, I gotta give you those.
Hey, Mr. Lopez, it's been a pleasure. Scotty White of World Combat Sports. Salute to Team Teofimo Lopez, and best wishes as you go forward. I'll be tuned in when y'all get that bout.
You got it, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.